Hi, welcome to Genesis Engineers Academy. In this video, I'm going to discuss on units and dimensions. This is very important for all engineers. We'll discuss about first physical quantities. So these quantities are used to describe laws of physics and whose measurement is necessary are called physical quantities. Physical quantities which are independent to other are called fundamental quantities. So there are 7 fundamental quantities: length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance, and there are 2 supplementary fundamental quantities called plane angle and then solid angle. The quantities derived from fundamental quantities are called derived quantities. So this is length is a fundamental quantity, mass is a fundamental quantity, time is a fundamental quantity. So we will discuss that is units with these 3 primary fundamental quantities. So like that that is velocity, acceleration, force, work, area, volume. These are called derived. You know that derived means length is single fundamental quantity. This area is derived from fundamental, that is L into L square. Volume is L cube. So this is derived. And like that, velocity is equal to distance by time, and acceleration is equal to this one, and force is equal to, there is a mass like so you will use this mass into L by T square. Like that we also use force into distance. We call it as a work done or work. So this is about physical quantities. Next, units. The measurements of physical quantities are expressed in terms of units. So what we have measured, that is, so a definite amount of a physical quantity is taken as its standard unit. Suppose centimeter in CJ system, gram for mass, second for time, like that. So that is the units assigned to fundamental quantities are called fundamental units. The units assigned to derived quantities are called derived units. Now we will discuss about the system of units. There are mainly 4 system of units. One is called CGS system. The second one is called FPS system. The third one is called MK system. The fourth one is called SI system. So these systems are being followed in various countries, and everybody has to know this SI unit. So CGS units in CGS system has to be converted into FA system, MK system, right? Otherwise FA system to SA system, MK system. So there must be the position to convert one system of units into another system of units. Now we'll discuss about these units completely. What is what? So this is length unit 2, this is mass unit 2, this is time unit 2, length, mass, time, length, mass, time. And SI system, right, and SI MK's length, mass, time are same. So what is the difference in these things? Centimeter, you must able to convert to what is centimeter, what is foot. What is centimeter, meter, gram, kilogram, like that you must able to convert all these things. I will discuss one more thing, that is called what is 1 foot is represented. 1 foot is equal to what we call 1 foot is represented like that. 1 quart is equal to 12 inches. That is represented as 12 inches. Got my point? Equal to 2.54 centimeters. This conversion you must apply. Understand my point? Like that, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams, like that. Now, there is just a little bit confusion. That is, in CJ system, what is the unit of weight or force? Can you tell me that? So, that is the unit of weight in CJ system is dyne. And right here, that is dyne. What is meant by dyne? What is meant by dyne? Next, in FPS system, this is weight unit LBF. LBF. That means pound force. Pound force. In MK system, it is kg force. In SA system, it is Newton. First, because we use force anywhere, everywhere. So, dyne is the unit of weight or force in CJ system. This is FPS system. This is MK system. This is SI system. So, what is the difference between this MKs and SI? Length to mass to time units are same both for SI and MKs. Only difference lies here. How? What is that difference? Right. So, I know that is force is equal to ma. Force is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. First, I will define what is SI. That is Newton. So, in Newton, that is SI system, mass is kg, the acceleration meter per second square. Are you following me? Just follow me. And this total product I call this as a Newton. So, this what is 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg 1 meter per second square. I can define like this one. So, the force acting on 1 kg mass able to produce 1 meter per second square acceleration, then the force produced or applied on the body is 1 Newton. You got my point? What is 1 Newton? 1 Newton means the force on 1 kg mass able to produce 1 meter per second square acceleration. This is about SI system, 1 Newton. Okay. Next to MK system. In MK, it is called kg force. It is called kg force. What is that? On a mass kg, it able to produce 9.81 meters per second square. In SI system, it is 1 meter per second square. In kgf, it is 9.81 meters per second square. You got my point? So, from this, you can compare with that and that. This becomes 9.81 newtons. So, 1 kg force, that is the unit in MK system, is 9.8 times more than SI system. This is the difference between MKs and SI. Okay. So, next one is I will call this is about FP system. That is also very important. That is F is equal to ma. So, here the unit of mass is 1 pound, that is lb, and acceleration units will be feet per second square. This is the length unit, foot. This is second square. So, this is of this one. Okay, you understand my point? So, 1 lb f is equal to how much of that one? It able to produce 32.174. So, this is 174 is around g. So, the unit of g, the value of G in FPS system is 32.174. So I can define like this one. That is 1 lb force. 1 lb force is a force acting on 1 lb, 1 pound mass, able to produce 32.174 feet per second square. Or got my point? So 1 lb force is equal to this one. Then you must able to convert what is a 1 lb is equal to how many centimeters, how many meters. Then you can get the value of this one. What is that CGS? In CGS, it is dyne. So 1 dyne is equal to, you must know this thing. So if you wanted to master the subject, so don't neglect these things. So what is the, it is unit is gram, 1 gram, and acceleration is centimeter per second square. So this is what is the value of G? This is 981. So 1 dyne means a force acting on 1 gram of mass. I'm sorry, there should not any. This one, 1 gram of mass, able to produce 981 centimeter per second square. That is acceleration. So in this manner, we have to convert one system into another system. So there is another called how to change these things. So that I will discuss in dimension. So the fundamental units are length to mass to time, and the fundamental units are quantities in SI system. So everybody, the CGS system, people following the CGS system must know SI. The people following FPS system must know SI. The people following MQS must know the SI. So in engineering practice, that is in our industrial purpose, you will come across this FPS system. Sometimes this and this mixed up. Sometimes mixed up. So that I will discuss in dimension. So let me complete this part, that is length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity, amount of substance. These are the fundamental units, supplementary units, and in this we frequently use a plane angle, and the unit is radian and represented by RAD. Next one is numbers. So these are the numbers used to shorten. That is 1 lakh is 10 lakhs. That is 6 numbers, 6 zeros. This 10 lakhs is represented like this one. That is 10 to the power of 6. And this is assigned by a number, by the letter M. So that is how we use these numbers. So these are not the units, these are the only numbers. And for smaller fractional numbers, first one is centi, milli and micro. We frequently use these three, and you must know that is able to convert into fractional form. And 10 to the power of minus 2 is nothing but 10 square, and that is equal to 1. Like that, 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 cube is equal to 0.01. That is third decimal. And like that to micro, this will come across in our mechanical precision engineering, all these things. So these kilo, that is mega and giga. Kilo means 10 to the power of 3, mega 10 to the power of 6, giga 10 to the power of 9, and we frequently use this one. For kilo, you should not use a capital, it should be always small. It should always be small. Capital K is assigned to fundamental quantity temperature, that is K, that is Kelvin. So capital K is for Kelvin, small k is this one. So capital letters means positive, that is exponents or dimensions, and these are the negative dimensions. At least you must know these things, and if you are interested, you can learn the further numbers also. So suppose only, that is if anything given like that one, suppose 30 mm. How do you differentiate this one? 30 is the number, m is the first number, first letter is number, and second letter is unit. So this is unit, this is number. So you must learn, write and then recognize these letters. That is 30 mega newtons. Suppose if it is there, that is megapascal. So Pascal is scientist name. That is why the first is number. The second two, the next two or three, if any, that must be treated as unit. Only so a few will have a 2 letters units, or otherwise units are always small case letters. Only scientist names are capital letters. Okay, so like that 30 mega joules. Joule is the scientist name. 30 kilogram. So kilo small k, it is the number, it is the unit. Understand my point? 30 mega. Can I use this? Mega meter. I can also use it. There is nothing. This is M, that is for mega. This is for meter. First one is 30 millimeter. Milli means first letter is number, second letter is unit. So milli is 10 to the power of -3. So 30 millimeters meters. If you are asked to convert, this should be written like this one. This is 10 to the power of milli, the number, and then meter. To convert this will become 0.30 meters. Simple. So if you are well conversant with these numbers, you will find it very easy to convert to anything to anything. So this also helps in this one. So some important conversions. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So 1/4 is equal to 12 inches. 1 inch is equal to 25.4 mm or 2.547, very frequently used one. And 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, that I have given, and converts. This you have to practice. Now I will use one thing. That is, if you go for a gas filling of your vehicle tires, there you will find two numbers. That is the front tire 30 psi and the back tire 40 psi, like that. I am not sure about this. So this is PSI. Nobody knows this one. Even engineers dare to use this 30 front wheel 30, back wheel 40, like that, or vice versa. And they don't mind also this one. Even engineers who have completed or who have graduated from great universities doesn't know this one. I have seen so many students. What is meant by PSI? The PSI means P is 1 lb force per square inch square. This is the unit here. So 1 lbf is the force per area. This is the pressure. 30, that is pound force per square inch. And in SI system you are very familiar, that is Newton per meter square, that is Pascal. So are you able to can you convert this unit into Pascal? This is Pascal, right? In some of the pressure gauges, so they will definitely use two types of units in pressure gauges. In that one will be bar or one will be kg per centimeter square. So this is not known to you, but it is a customary to use that. And in one scale they will use PSI. In red color PSI, in black color it is given like that in pressure gauges. And what I suggest you is to convert from this to this. So this is FPA system and this is MKS system. MKS system. So what is this? They don't put force. You must understand that. So actually it is 1 kg force per centimeter square. But in MKS, unit for area is meter square, but they have combined all these things. See, but this has some intention, that is to equate with some other things. That is why they use that one. Otherwise, this number will become more or bigger one. So I will convert this. How do you know this one? You got my point? So I want to 1 kg per centimeter square into, this is MKS, into FPS. Sorry, SI system. 1 kg, I know 1 kg F is equal to 9.81 newtons. Like that, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. And 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Then 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. If I put all these things, what would I get? That is 1 kg force is equal to per centimeter square is equal to 9.81 newtons divided by 1 centimeter square is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 to the power of, okay, square meter square. Got my point? This becomes 10 to the power of minus 4. If I go like this one, what would happen to that? 981 10 to the power of 4. Got my point? So this is Pascal. Got my point? So this is the thing. If I wanted to round it off, this becomes 981 bar. Am I right? Right. So what I got? So 1 kg force is equal to 1 kg force per centimeter square is equal to 0.981 bar. So to treat sometimes as a 1 bar, as almost equal to bar. So 1 kg for kg force per centimeter square is equal to 1 bar. That is why they have taken that unit. Got my point? Like that, 1 bar is equal to 14.22 PSI. That you derive. You convert that as a practice for that one. So whatever I have shown here, you can also practice. Next one is, these are all those things. 1 dyne is equal to 10 to the power of 9. Have I got that one? 1 dyne means 1 dyne is equal to 1 gram, that is mass, into 1 centimeter second square. 1 gram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kilogram. This is 10 to the power of minus 2 meters per second square. This is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 kg meter per second square. This is nothing but Newton. So this type of ability has to be developed on this one. So these are the things. 1 HP. HP is the unit of power in FP system, and this is watt, that is joules per second, is the energy. And these things this. Next one is called dimension. So what is meant by dimension? So the powers to which the fundamental units are raised. The powers, that is index, is called as this one. Suppose if length is like that one, if the height of a person is L, so this is shown as this one, and the distance is shown by like this one. So this is called as dimension, and this showing of this and this will follow the dimensional formula for length. For area it is L square, that is the dimensional formula for area. L cube, that is dimensional formula for volume. If it is a density, mass by volume, This I can call this as shown like this one. Like that, this is 1. So this is about that is if any quantity to be represented by a dimensional formula, then it is the quantity and this is the dimensional formula. M, L, T. If it is to be fully represented by this one, you have to use indexes even if their values becomes 0. Then M is M to the power of A, L to the power of B, T to the power of C. A, B, C are called dimensions. So if it is a dimensionless means A, B, C are zeros. Got my point? So there are points that is of a strain. Strain is a dimensionless. Why dimensionless? So strain definition is change in dimension by the original dimension, like that. So this is dl by L, the same dimension, that is L by L becomes 0. That we call it as a dimensionless. Next, there are dimensional constants. That is gravitational constant, Planck's constant, universal constant, and velocity of light in vacuum, or velocity of light, velocity of sound, all these things. So this I have given for you to practice. So what are the dimensional formulas, and you able to get these values. I don't want to go into the details because you are familiar, but one thing I expect from any engineer to have this capacity of converting one system of units into another system. Whether this is useful for academic purpose and or some other purposes, competitive exam, that is not the case. If you wanted to work everywhere, there are so many fellows working or fellow engineers. You must be something to be like a known person, knowledgeable person. The person. Next one is called homogeneity principle. This also gives some knowledge about something, that is, suppose if anything is equated with so many terms, so there is some homogeneity. For example, S is equal to ut plus of at square. So at of is a number that doesn't going to change the dimension. So this is length dimension or length unit. This is length unit. The product is length unit. So suppose if it is meter per second, it's a second, gets cancelled. So meter, S is meter. Suppose this is meter per second square into second square. So this also becomes meter. So that's why if you know anything, if you are able to identify any term in any case, in any equation, then you can apply to all other terms also. So that also helps you to predict any formula also. You understand my point? So suppose H is equal to U plus PV. So this is the thermodynamic formula, and H is equal to enthalpy. This is internal energy. This is the flow work. So what is that H? Whether it is energy or something power. So you must able to distinguish between these two. So this dimensional formula will help you. This is internal energy. You are using this word internal energy. So this is energy. Means it must be energy. Means this also must be energy. So this is work done. That is energy. You understand my point? So to assign this homogeneity principle is a handy tool for you sometimes. On units base also you can define anything. So that is to check the accuracy of physical equation and to change the physical quantity from one system of units into another system of units. You can also do that one. And 1 dyne is equal to by 1 Newton is equal to M1, L1, T1 something something something, M2, L2 and T2 something something something. You convert one this to this one. Suppose it is centimeter, it is meter. You convert all 1 centimeter, 100 centimeters, like that. Got my point? So you compare with this thing like that, you can find anything, and you can also relation between the physical quantities. I hope you have understood the subject, and suggest you go through this video again. I will prepare all the topics for mainly competitive examinations. So that must be your goal or your dream, and help you to your dream come true. Thank you.